7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sports.
What is going on, my fellow YouTubers? This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports. And people, for all you guys that missed it, last night I was in ESFL 50's co-main event, and I went up against the living legend, the king of EA Sports YouTube, Marshall Mind, and it was a crazy battle, and I thought I would show you guys with the permission of the ESFL staff. So sit back, relax. I'm going to show you the fight, and then I'm going to talk about it at the end of it, all right? So sit back, relax. The ultimate showdown between Ricky J Sports going up against Marshall Mind.
Okay, we are back. They are already in, boys. They did not even wait for us right here. They went featherweight right now. We got it going on. So Mr. Marshall Mind grabbing that Max Holloway pickup, which is one of my favorites for sure right now. And Mr. Ricky J with his beat, man. We've seen some pure destruction this evening so far. Boys, come on. What do you think right now?
Yeah, Max Holloway is definitely going to be one of those stand-up fighters. He has a lot of perks, zero in, laser focus, counter puncher. And we know Marshall Mind is definitely instrumental in throwing these combos. So I'm always excited to see how creative Marshall Mind is going to be with his combos. And then with Zabit, with Ricky J Sports, he's definitely going to be creative. He likes to have fun and just throw strikes out of nowhere. And he definitely has the character to do that, because Zabit has the full complement of strikes, and Ricky J is going to have fun. So I can't wait to see this matchup in this clash. What you think, Bruce?
I mean, growing up, a couple years ago, watching all the EA Sports games, Marshall Mind's always been a hero of mine. So I'm definitely rooting for Marshall Mind, but we'll see what this guy Ricky J has to offer. I've heard a lot about him, but I think my Muay Thai Striker 2 takes it.
Yeah, the belly tickler.
Slight audio difficulties here. Hopefully that clears up right now. But yeah, man, I want to see how it plays out. Marshall's got a bit more of a slow-paced, methodical style, but these guys have fought each other before previously, so they're going to know each other's game a little bit right here. But nice little 1-2 from the outside. But I love how Marshall's just planting, snapping that jab out there, keeping the bait. Two-touch kick coming in there, hitting the body and up top. Usually you get one of the blocks off, but both land in there. Beautiful work by Ricky, who's trying to lead with that front leg side kick. We've seen that a little bit tonight. We'll see if we get some chain attacks. Zabit got some great creativity from the outside, can really flow into a strike if you miss. So Marshall got to be aware of that. But
nice.
Yeah, double slips on those jabs and then stepping in with that left hook as well.
That's some nice head movement by Ricky J. And as we can see, he threw that spinning kick there on the belly tickler, coming out, having fun like we thought.
Oh,
nice.
Like
you said, you got Marshall Mind being nice and methodical, but Ricky J looking strong here with that nice head movement, has a slight stamina advantage right now, doing a good job.
Yeah, definitely. Great job by both these guys, but it's so hard to fight against Zabit. He's just so creative with his strikes. It's hard to predict what he's going to do.
Hey, nice outside leg kick as well by Marshall, man. He's leading a lot with this jab, but look at Mr. Ricky J on the outside, moving in and out, landing these shots off angles. Beautiful little footwork right there, stepping out. And I like the patience we're still seeing from Marshall, man. He knows he's taking some shots, but he's never going to be out of this fight. He's not taking anything big. He can just sit back down. He's relying on that jab, and beautiful slip to the outside, return by Ricky J. Nice roundhouse coming off by Marshall. Straight to the body, not landing, trying to follow up with a lead hook there. Just out of range, but that little flick off that lead leg, that's Marshall Mind 101, man. He ends combos with that. He throws a straight first, tries to spin. Beautiful uppercut there.
Trying to spin.
And Ricky's just planting and throwing right here, man. He wants to make this a brawl.
Yeah, I'm liking what Ricky J is doing right here. When Marshall Mind is coming in, he's catching him with these really crisp combinations. But Marshall Mind pouring on the pressure right here, trying to get the advantage here in close.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, he's just standing his ground and throwing that jab hook or jab body shot straight, and it's really nice. Short combos, like you said.
Yeah, Marshall never really moves unless he has to. He'll plant because he wants to be in range to counterattack, so he never really moves unless he has to. He was always in range to fire back there, but getting that lead leg body kick off again, that's working for him. But man, Ricky's getting a little creative with this. Put his back against the cage here though. Not a great idea. Shoots that single leg and able to run the pipe right now. Gonna wait for the transition. He's gonna hit it. No, steps out, grabs it. Beautiful job. Drag to the outside here. And Holloway not bad in top position. Couple of short shots to the body. Don't know if feel work from here might just look to hold, but he's going to fake to mount. Couple more shots and posture up, deny. Was that a fake there? Couldn't tell, but nice little sit out and straight for the triangle choke by Ricky J with 5 seconds left on the clock. Don't know if he's trying to get some points, but they're going to play this one out. Boys, what a first round.
Wow, yeah,
great fight.
Max Holloway only a 89 on the top game, 88 on the bottom game. So whenever he takes his fight to the ground, I think he did it because it was at the end of the first round, and he didn't have to stay down that long, and he could secure a takedown to try to win that round. But good job by both of those fighters. Not exactly sure who won that. Very, very close.
Beautiful two-touch. I like that.
I mean, these replays, all the highlights seem to beat as a beat. I'm gonna have to give him that first round. Ricky J just landing good strikes, good knees. I'm giving the first round to Ricky. He just did a great job letting Marshall come to him and just landed the better strikes, I believe. But he did get taken down by Marshall late in the round, so maybe the judges, they might think differently, but we'll see in this next round.
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
2 more rounds go.
I mean, I liked it, man. Definitely, we saw Ricky getting a little bit aggressive with it, definitely throwing more strikes, but, these guys have fought before, so I'm wondering if Marshall's not waiting for a couple of rounds, trying to find his moments to capitalize. Much more methodical, slow-paced striking game from Marshall as we normally see, and there's a big roundhouse, just planting and throwing it, big power on it. Ricky's doing a good job jabbing, moving to the outside, but he's walking into that right hand. Nice switch off that lead leg, and there it goes. The cartwheel kick, gonna bleed through, like you said earlier, Box, a big bleed through on those strikes. So, man, Ricky just trying to plant, step off, whiffs on those two, and turning side kick, just missing right there.
Beautiful catch, though.
Oh, yeah, nice catch there. Marshall Mine returning some offense.
Oof. Knee right up the middle right there. Going to stop any of that ducking head movement that's coming under. But not much head movement from Ricky, who keeps putting himself on the cage. And this is real bad, man. Mixing those hooks up. Bottom and high going up. Beautiful trip.
And here's the trip. The Zabit trip. And, is he going to get the crucifix? And he didn't get it. Because I was just getting ready to say, now you're going to see Marshall Mine turn up that pressure. But
Japanese
look at Ricky J already getting in a submission here. He's doing a great job here against a very dangerous Marshall Mine. Marshall Mine able to come back to his feet, and let's see what these guys elect to do. Push off the cage, back and stand up.
Oof.
Cartwheel kick.
Oh, big right hand again. I mean,
man, it seems. Go ahead, babe.
I was going to say, Ricky keeps putting himself on this cage. I mean, he did just get rocked by a big right hand from Marshall, so he did end up spawning on top there, but this is not good for Ricky, man. He has to find a way off this cage. Just circle out, do something, because you can't put your back here against Marshall, who's just trying to pin, corral, move forward, big right hands, left hands, and work that body at the same time.
Yeah, he's definitely catching Ricky J on the cage, moving from left to right, doing a great job throwing those rounded strikes, and he's punishing Ricky when he does manage to pressure him all the way against that cage. So he needs to stay on the cage. Moving right against the cage again. Marshall's on the offensive.
Yeah, I know Marshall Mine gives out a lot of information on how to use those pivot lunges and getting off of that center line, and he definitely showed how you can do that right there. And he's pouring on this pressure. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go in the second round, moving his head. Let's see if Ricky J can see that and maybe throw a lead hook into that head movement of Marshall Mine.
He's trying to slip through that knee. I mean, Ricky's doing a good job planting on the inside when Marshall's stepping in with that jab, trying to bang that uppercut right up the middle, but just not beating him to the punch. And now Marshall again.
This pressure's unreal.
I know, man. And you can tell these two have fought before, but there it goes. Coming out, man. Ricky getting creative with it, really mixing up everything he's got here. He's doing some damage, man. He's getting some damage through, and the stamina's not too much of a difference, but he has to get out of the way of this pressure, because look at Marshall just planting it and throwing that roundhouse. He's not even moving right now, just blocking, standing still. You know that's a sign of confidence when you're not even backing up too much. Just ready to bounce those shots off the block, and into the third round it will go.
Wow, showing sign of respect there and making it all the way to the third round. Who would you guys get at round two? Ricky J doing a really good job, but Marshall Mine pouring on a lot of pressure, landing some shots that has a lot of substance and doing a lot of damage. So I still don't know who's up in this fight. It's a tough one to call.
I think Marshall Mine in that second round made a huge adjustment, and he just stood right in the face of Ricky J, taking a lot of weapons away from Zabit, and he just continually tries to pin him in the against the cage and hit him when he's trying to move out to the outsides with round strikes, hooks, body kicks. So Marshall definitely, I think, took that second one.
Yeah, Marshall's not throwing as much, but he's either jabbing to set things up or just throwing with power from a planted stance. And we're seeing it. And he keeps trying to like that turning side kick. He's timing it beautifully, but it's just out of range every time. That long frame as he beats, just getting him out of the way. A couple of them would have done a bit more damage to the body, but Marshall's just planted, swinging right now. Left hook into the right hand. Big lead body kick off that front leg. And these knees are good from Ricky, man. He's getting some shots in. Lands a right hook right there on the inside. You want to be careful trading with Max, though. He's got that laser focus, real good insight with that accuracy. And there's a lead body kick from Ricky, but he's back against the cage again here. Oh, man, what a nasty body kick. Big power. Oh, front kick down the pipe, though. He's getting some shots off.
Big front kick there by Ricky J. Coming to the end of this fight. What do they have to do? Big takedown.
I want to see this.
Can he do some damage here and keep this fight on the ground and finish it off? Big shots there landed by Ricky J on Marshall Mine. Woo!
Beautiful work, man. And this is what we want to see. A little bit of grappling, but good job. Marshall double faked it down, foot on the hips and back to it. So up on the feet where he wants to be. And we'll see if he plants right in that roundhouse again, but he's trying to stand still here. Ricky in and out. Beautiful work. Just finding the time in. Lead body kick again from Marshall all night. He's been landing that, but the head's starting to flash a little bit now for Marshall. We've got 2:30 left in this round. I mean, anyone can still walk away with this 3-punch combo. Trying to dash that left hook in at the end, just not landing. And man, this has been a little war right now.
Yeah, it has been a war. Zabit is the one with the fluidity level 3. And Holloway is the one that is the counter striker. So that's why you're seeing nice speed by Ricky J when they're in tight like this.
Yeah, and continual Marshall Mine is getting cleaned out by that lead hook of Zabit. Ricky doing a great job with that lead hook.
Oh, he landed it! He landed it!
That was nasty. Here comes the knockdown.
Cartwheel kick.
He's able to survive.
Oh, the block was so low, but there was no continual offense from Ricky. I feel like he could have marched forward, man. Landed a bit more.
Me too.
He's been throwing that all night. He lands it, gets a left hook off at the end. Oh, man, this could be anyone's fight right now.
So patient is Ricky J. Interesting.
Yeah, he's not following up. This is, he gets that strikes and head kicks up there. I mean, he's got the stamina to push forward a little bit, but content to back off against the cage, at least gain some ground, but not following up, but wants space maybe for something big, looking for the big knockout. He wants the big money check here tonight, boys, and now Marshall's finding his range for that. A little difficulty setting up twice. He's around that turning side kick now on the body, the straight blocking through, but there, man, Marshall does such a good job planting, throwing those big kicks, very multi, just holding position, powering them through.
20 seconds, he's going to have to survive this.
No way.
It is a
There's no way he can finish this.
Just not enough time.
5 seconds, not enough time. Ricky J survives.
Wow, who won that fight?
Oh man, I'm thinking I gotta get to Ricky J, man.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh, big game here by Ricky J. He fought a phenomenal fight, smart fight all the way through, and of course, as we thought we would see Marshall Mine be nice and methodical here. We're coming up to see who's going to win this decision. I don't think it's going to be unanimous. It might be split, but you never know. I'm not a judge up here commentating. Let's see what happens.
That's very true. And man, Marshall Mine found his rhythm in the middle of that fight. And
I think he takes it.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ricky J.
Man, the big strikes.
Shall I say upset? This was big for Ricky J.
For
I already know
sure.
because he was nervous fighting on this big stage. Like, what have I gotten myself into?
Oh, man.
And
Props to Ricky.
He pulls out a huge victory here against a very dangerous Marshall Mine, one of the guys that everybody looks up to. And, man, this was a great performance by both of them. Congratulations to the belly tickler.
Man, I mean, just like props to Ricky because he's been watching a few ESFLs. We've seen him here in the chat, man. So maybe he's been just picking up a few tips, working on a few things. But looking back at that, man, he was throwing some, risky shots, but the more significant strikes. I mean, Marshall was doing good work with that jab, reading the pace, the distance. He did hit a couple of shots on the inside, but there was a lot of big shots coming out from Ricky. Side kicks, front kicks. He got a few head kicks in there as well. Throwing those cartwheel kicks over the top. Just a lot that was going on, and Marshall stayed, consistent. To be honest, I mean, that could have gone either way. Looking at the stats right there, like 57 to 46. So Marshall landed more. the significant strikes, but man, two stunts to one. It's just what a close fight, what a close mashup, and I mean, so good to have, right? I mean, that could have gone either way right there. I don't remember the final count from their YouTube fights that they had previously, but I think Marshall won the majority, if I'm not mistaken. So Ricky just showing a great matchup, a great game, and I like how we saw both their styles as well. You know, Ricky went for a few of those submissions, which probably played in a little bit into it. He got that takedown as well. We can't forget that. He shot that. In fact, he got 2 takedowns, I think, because he got the trip as well, right? He got the trip against the
those
cage.
2 takedowns.
So,
that was a
clutch
clutch
plays,
trip,
man. So, you know, props to him, man. What a great fight. What a great fight.
Yeah, and I'll say this in closing. You know, as I take the journey myself in being a YouTuber, you can't just spend 24 hours on the game playing, because you need to get your content, and then you need to start editing your content, making all your graphics, uploading, doing all that other stuff just to bring the game to the masses. So these guys, for where they're at right now, they definitely did a good job, because it's hard to have that balance of being really good at the game, but then you need to handle business and make your videos and be that content creator for the community that we all love. So that's why I like both of these guys' channel, and I always give them props, because they're able to do that balance of being good and then also put out great content on a normal basis. So those guys continue to be an inspiration. Had a fun time calling their fights. Looking forward to seeing them again and fighting them myself one day. Great job by both Marshall Mine, and congratulations to Ricky J Sports, baby.
Any final thoughts, Rob?
Indeed. I mean, you guys have said it all. Both guys. I mean, Marshall, I've watched him for so long, since, you know, EA Sports 1, and just learning from him and watching him late night in bed on my phone just has been a blast. So to actually get to, you know, call his fight and see him perform against Ricky J has been an honor and a privilege. So thank you both these guys for coming out and supporting, you know, the ESFL, because we really appreciate it, and it was an honor. So, man, what a win by Ricky J, though. Props to you, my bro. And
Wow, people, what a fight. Oh my goodness. You know what? It could have gone either way, and we're just lucky to get the victory. Holy smokes. I want to thank Marshall Mine for the opportunity. For all you people that don't know, just for the record, every time Marshall Mine and I face off against each other, we always do like 3 or 4 fights. He always wins the series, and I think the series is, I believe it's 4-2 or 5-2 for him. So, you know, he is the better fighter. Let's not beat around the bush. But at that moment, when the lights were on, we managed to squeak out the victory, man. And whatever, win or lose, we both were victorious on that night on Sunday. But what a battle it was. Holy, it was so close. I think the last 2 minutes where I rocked Marshall with that crazy cartwheel kick, and then when I caught the kick and hit him again, I think that won me that 3rd round. But he was putting the pressure on me. Holy smokes, his stand-up game is just incredible, man. Holy cow, it was so tough to deal with. It really was. But I want to thank Marshall Mine. You know, when I first started this channel, I never thought that I would ever be in the same discussion with respect to the UFC game and Marshall Mine. And for me to be fighting against him, it was surreal. It was just crazy. So I want to thank him. He really is the nicest guy. I talk to him on Twitter, and he's always there trying to help me out, trying to get my channel up and, shown by the masses. So thank you, Marshall, so much. At the end of the day, man, you're the best, and that's all there is to it. I also want to thank the team at ESFL. You know, Hunter White, he's the guy that is the commissioner of the league. He was really accommodating, helping me out, and thank you so much. Even the panel guys. I'm a boxer. That guy has a YouTube channel, and the way he breaks down the game is like no other. Please check him out. Tell him Ricky J sent you. He is so good at just breaking down the technicality, you know, the part where, you know, the technicality portion, that's what I'm trying to say, of the game. He really knows how to freeze frame and tell you what to do in certain situations in the game. He is amazing. And Bruce Lee Rob, he streams on Twitch, so check him out. And Bayliun, what do you got to say about Bayliun? I'm telling you, why is no major sports, you know, organization signing this guy to a deal, man? This guy can commentate soccer, basketball, UFC boxing. Someone's got to sign this guy. His voice is like no other. And even some of my buddies were watching the event at their homes, and they messaged me after, and they're like, Ricky, that guy Bayliun, holy smokes, he's got a voice for sports, man. So check him out. I believe Baylon's on Twitch as well, so check him out. But I just want to thank you all. I also want to thank all, last but not least, hold on, I got 2 more people to thank. Eddie Parker, man, for training me, man. He's trained me all week for Martial Mind, and it was crazy, but he was so patient. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Unibot as well, who chimed in for a couple days and gave me some pointers. And Jab Straight Spam. Holy, it was a whole fleet of guys that were helping me train for Martial Mind. But last but not least, baby, I want to thank you. Yes, you know it. All the subscribers that were supporting myself and Martial Mind subscribers. I was reading the comments on Twitch today after work, and you guys were just crazy. It was so funny how people are like, go Ricky J, belly tickling time. It was so funny. So thank you so much. That caps off the ESFL events for now until January. So we'll see how things go. But thank you again. I'm just filled with thank yous, and I guess I'll end off this video. Have a great day, guys. This is Ricky J Baby from Ricky J Sports, and as always, man, you are awesome.